All right, moving on to our next game. This is absolutely just a massive, massive ball game for you on Sunday. It is the 5th-ranked LSU Tigers, 10-4 last year in Brian Kelly's first season, 8-6 against the spread. This one, they're traveling to Orlando in a neutral site game. I think it'll be pretty neutral, honestly, to take on the Florida State Seminoles, ranked number 8th in the country after a pretty solid rivalry job done by Mike Norvell. The Noles are 10-3, or were 10-3 last year, 8-5 against the spread, coming off of a Cheez-It Bowl victory against our Oklahoma Sooners. The line set at LSU minus 2.5. This one can be found 6:30 Central on Sunday on ABC. So massive, massive, massive game. And look, this is why you love the weekend spread, because you have to pick the tough ones. This is as tough as it gets to me. I do not know who's going to come out on top on this one. Last year's game was decided at the very, very end by the thinnest of margins in a very, very sloppy game one. If anything, to me, this is a brutal toss-up. I love both quarterbacks. I think both head coaches have these programs going in the right direction, and I am so excited to watch it. But I'm not excited to pick this. I'm rolling with Florida State plus 2.5 here. I really like what Jordan Travis has going on, there with that Florida State offense. I feel like they have the type of talent across the board, NFL draft level potential across the board at Florida State, where I think they can hang with LSU. I think they can compete with LSU. I kind of think people are a little too high on the Tigers this season. Just overall, I see them as like a tier below like college football playoff. I don't think they're quite, I don't see them winning the SEC West this year. I think Alabama bounces back. Overall, I think Florida State's going to come out and have a really good performance. So give me the Noles plus 2.5 here. Ty?
Yeah, I think both of these teams take a step forward this year. I think Florida State definitely has, everyone loves making these comparisons on the Schooner Pod. I think Florida State has a higher potential ceiling. I think this team is on its way to do great things. I don't know if this year is the year. I'm taking the Tigers. I like what LSU is bringing to the stage. I just think on a long enough timeline, if you just keep picking college football, it's never wise to pick against LSU. Give me the Tigers in this one. I'm a known hater of the state of Louisiana, right? We don't need to get into that. It's self-explanatory if you've ever been to the state of Louisiana, but I like the Tigers.
Yeah, here's the thing. Can I just go on like a little soapbox and see how stupid this Mason Smith suspension is right now?
That's like the entire point of having a podcast, Jameson.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. Like they're legitimately suspending him for this one game that is such a huge, huge game for LSU, playing a top 10 matchup over a autograph signing before the 2021 NIL deal. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, did they just watch the Johnny Manziel documentary and think that everyone doing like autograph deals are just like slumlords and they're just making millions of dollars? Like, I don't know, obviously, all the fine, intricate details, but that just sucks because LSU has such a fun team this year. And I was really looking forward to seeing Mason Smith go out there, play with, next to Harold Perkins, who I think is one of the best defensive prospects that we have in college football. He's so fun. The way he rushed the passer last year just makes me like just see future Pro Bowl and max contracts in the NFL. And he's only a sophomore. Like, I'm going to have my eye on him all game. And just they have a lot of players on the defense and then an experienced quarterback also in Jane Daniels. Like, I really, really like this LSU team. And I understand Florida State has a lot of these same things with like Jared Verse and Jordan Travis and, in Blake's boy, Keon Coleman as well, coming in at transfer wide receiver. I understand. And that's what makes it hard, right, Bobby? But the thing is, I just like LSU better. And I just kind of had this dead set that they're going to be motivated. Kelly's going to get in the locker room, speak in some Cajun accent and try to avenge their loss last year, which was the most embarrassing thing. You can't lose like that extra point last year and not come out and get the W this year. I think they cover.
Going Florida State. I'm all in on Florida State this year. I think they're probably my 4th team to make it into the college football playoff. I feel very, very, very comfortable with this team. the defense, the offense. Jameson went through the names. He's just glazing over them. He's like, oh, they got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Yes, they have a lot of dudes. And the thing is, they lost about no dudes. And so this team only got so much stronger. Jordan Travis, I think he is feeling great. He is, I think, going to be could he win the Heisman? Maybe. Keon Coleman, Jared Verse on the defensive side of the ball, a great running back room. This team is loaded with talent, and I think LSU is going to be really good this year. I had my pick to win the West. I think they're going to beat Bama. I feel very comfortable with them, but I felt like last year is like Florida State really kind of ran away with this game till LSU started to realize, oh, Jaden Daniels has 2 pair of legs and can run the ball, and they just started running it down their throat. I don't think Florida State gets caught off guard by that this year. I don't think they're surprised by it. They know how to defend it a little bit more. They kind of got caught off guard last year, allowed LSU to get back in that ball game. I love Florida State. I love Florida State. I think this is going to be signature win, get them into the top 5. Then they have an easy road from there. Then just a game against Clemson, and you're looking good. So I'm taking the Noles. I'm very, very high on what Norvell has built there.
Blake, love the pick, of course. Love that we're paired up on this. But also, 2 pair of legs mean you have 4 legs.
It kind of looked like that last year. The way he was, how fast
like
and
Sonic
mobile
the
he was
Hedgehog
against that defense. They just got so caught off guard. I'm so, that's all he has. Like Jaden Daniels, I will say he improved last year a little bit on the accuracy, not turning the ball over, not making as many mistakes. But the man's still not an elite thrower. He's still not that. And so I just feel more comfortable. I feel like in a dude off, they have about the similar amount of dudes, but when it comes to quarterback, I love me some Jordan Travis. So give me the Noles all day long.
I love the term dude off. That's